Hi everybody, welcome to my Maths channel. In this video, I will talk about the trigonometry. Okay, so before I start the trigonometry, let me do a quick revision with you first, how to find the length of the side of a right angle triangle using the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, the side which is the longest side of a right angle triangle, we call it as hypotenuse. And it is always opposite the right angle here. So it's actually very easy. If you want to find the length of side for the longer side or the hypotenuse, you just use plus a square plus b square square root. Okay, take the two shorter side, you square it and you add it together and you square root it. Okay, if you want to find the side length of the shorter side, which are a or b, you use this minus c square minus b square, then you square root it. Same thing go to b, c square minus a square, you square root it. Okay, so this is a way how we use Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the side of a right angle triangle. Okay, next, let me proceed to the trigonometry. I hope that you still remember this one. Do, ka, so. Okay, what does this mean? Do, ka, so. Do means tangent. Tangent theta is equal to opposite side. Opposite side divided by the adjacent side. Okay, so cosine theta is equal to adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse, and sine theta is equal to opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. Okay, I hope that you still remember this. Tangent equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side. Cosine equal to adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. And the last one, sine equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Okay, so in this video, I will just focus on these three trigonometric ratios: tangent, cosine, and sine. Okay, some students, they facing some difficulties when they want to determine which side is the opposite side, which one is a adjacent side. It's actually very easy. The longer side, which is opposite the right angle here will be always be the side of hypotenuse, which is the longer side of a right angle triangle. Okay, so if the theta is here, opposite will be here. This is opposite side. Opposite means 对面 or bertentangan. Okay, so adjacent means near to the angle. 靠近那个角度的. So adjacent side will be here. So we have two sides actually near to this angle, right? This and this. But this side cannot be the adjacent side. This side cannot be the adjacent side because this is hypotenuse, right? Okay, so this will be the adjacent side. Okay, now if I change the angle, become here. Here's the same, the side which is opposite the right angle will be always hypotenuse. And now the opposite side become here. And the adjacent side which is near to this angle will be here. Okay, now I hope that you are clear how to determine which one is the opposite side, which one is the adjacent side, and which one is the hypotenuse. Okay, I will recommend you to memorize these two triangles. So if you can remember these two triangles, when the question asks you about tangent 60 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, you actually don't have to use the calculator, and you will get the value from these two triangles. Okay, for example, let's try tangent. If you want to find tangent 60, TOA, okay, I write here, I hope I still remember, TOA. So tangent is equal to opposite. So now we are looking for this tangent for 60 degree. Opposite side will be here. TOA, adjacent side will be here, right? Which is equal to square root of 3. Okay, so you can just check by your calculator. Tangent 60 degree equal, okay, this is square root of 3. Okay, so let's try another one. Tangent, okay, now we go to cosine. Let's say now I change the angle, become cosine 60 degree. Okay, sorry, cosine 30 degree. CAH, cosine. So cosine 30 degree is equal to adjacent side. Where is adjacent side? This. Adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longer side of a right angle triangle, which is 2. Okay, you can check by your calculator. Cosine 30 degree. Okay, square root 3 over 2. Okay, so if now I want to find, let's say, sine 45 degree. Okay, so since now I'm looking for sine 45 degree, in this right angle triangle we don't have 45 degree, so we need to use this one. Sine 45 degree, sine is SOH, right? So opposite, I can use this one or this one, you will get the same answer because both are 45 degree. So sine 45 degree equal to opposite divided by the hypotenuse, square root of 2. Okay, so this is the way how we use these two triangles to help us to get the tangent, sine, cosine for 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree. Okay, so I hope that you can memorize these two right angle triangles. It will help you in solving the trigonometric questions, especially in the ACMAC. Okay, I hope that you still remember this one. We have 4 quadrants here. ASTC, still remember? So if the angle end up in the first quadrant, this one we call it the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant. This is third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. Okay, if the angles stop at the first quadrant, all will be positive. Means that the angle is between 0 degree to 90 degree in the first quadrant. So sine, cosine, tangent, all will be positive. When go to the second quadrant, only sine will be positive. And when go to the third quadrant, tangent will be positive. And when go to the fourth quadrant, only cosine will be positive. Okay, so ASTC. Let me explain to you why ASTC here. Okay, I have a unit circle. Unit circle means that the center of the circle is at the origin here, 0, 0, and the radius of this circle is actually 1. Actually 1. Okay, so here is 1, here is 1, it's negative 1, it's negative 1. Okay, so if the angle fall on the first quadrant, okay, let's say here will be the angle. So I will draw a right angle triangle here to help me to get the sine, cosine, and tangent. Okay, this is coordinate x and y, right? Okay, if here x means that this is x. If here y means that the height here is actually y. And this is the radius of the circle, which is equal to 1. Okay, so tangent theta, cosine theta, sine theta. Okay, let me go to sine theta first. Sine theta is SOH, right? SOH. Y over 1. So this is actually the coordinate of y coordinate over 1. 1 you don't have to write. So this is a positive. So you will get a positive value. Okay, how about cosine? C, A, adjacent, H, x coordinates over 1. Okay, actually 1 you don't have to write. So you will also get a positive because x is positive here. So tangent is DOA. Y coordinate divided by the x coordinate. Okay, from here actually we will know that y coordinate, what is y coordinate? Sine theta. And here this one is a positive also because y and x is positive, right? So what is x coordinate? Cosine theta. Okay, so from here actually we know that tangent theta is actually equal to sine theta divided by cosine theta. Okay, so this is why you see all positive. This one positive first, positive also. So in the first quadrants, all will be positive. Okay, now our angle go to the second quadrant. Go to second quadrant. So here, so same thing. I draw a right angle triangle here. Help me to get the value of tangent, sine, cosine. Okay. So here is negative x. Negative x. This y still positive. So here is y. Is negative x, right? So here's the same thing. Radius always will be positive here, 1. So you want to find tangent. I need to use, if I want to find tangent theta, if the theta is over here, I need to use this triangle. This is a reference angle of this angle. So tangent theta is equal to tangent DOA. So O is positive, right? And adjacent is negative. So positive divided by negative, we get negative. Okay, so how about cosine theta? CAH, this is negative, divided by 1, you will still get negative. Okay, now I go to sine theta. Okay, SOH. So y is positive, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 1. So you get positive. So that's why in the second quadrant, only sine is positive. Tangents and cosine are negative. Okay, so for the third quadrant and the fourth quadrant, you can try. Okay, let me try one more quadrant for you, the quadrant. So now the angle go to the third quadrant. Okay, so we need to use this triangle to have a get the value of this tangent, sine, cosine of this theta. So we are actually looking for this. We can use this angle here. Okay, in this point, the x will be negative, and the y also be negative. So here is negative x, here is negative y. Here still the same thing. Hypotenuse, the radius of this unit circle is equal to 1. Okay, tangent theta DOA, negative, opposite divided by the adjacent side, which is negative also. So negative, negative, it becomes positive. So sine theta SOH. This is positive. Okay, sorry, it says this is positive, this is negative, you get negative. And last one, cosine theta CAH. This is negative. Divided by 1, you still get negative. So that's why in the third quadrant, only tangent positive. So the rest, sine and cosine will be negative. Okay, so for the fourth quadrant, you can try yourself. You will get only cosine is positive. Okay, so I hope that you remember this one, ASTC. You can use a lot of method to remember this. You can think this way, or science teachers crazy, or all students take calculus, or add sugars to coffee and so on. As long as you can remember it well, you can follow your own way. When you are asked to find the tangent, sine, or cosine of an angle, the first thing you need to know, this angle end up in which quadrant? First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, or fourth quadrant. Then you will know your answer should be positive or negative, right? Okay, let's try these three questions. Tangent 150. Okay, this is 0, 90, 180, 270, right? Okay, so tangent 150 is more than 90 degree, but less than 180. It should be here. Let's go to the somewhere around here, right? Okay, so here will be the reference angle. Here will be the reference angle. Okay, let me explain to you. Let me share this one with you first. If the angle is here, okay, so this is the reference angle. If the angle go to the second quadrant, right, here will be the reference angle. So if the angle go to the third quadrant, this will be the reference angle. Always compare with the x-axis, not the y-axis here. Okay, so if the angle go to the last quadrant, quadrant number 4, this will be the reference angle, not this one. Okay, now let's go back to this one, tangent 150. If this is 150, why is the angle here? Here must be 30 degree, right? 30 degree. Okay, so I write tangent 30 degree. 30 degree. But this is not correct. This is the reference angle. Always you will get positive. So since we know A, S, T, C, in this quadrant only sign positive, right? So tangent here I have to put a negative here. Then it's actually equal to, okay, this one you can just press the calculator. Tangent 30 is equal to it's equal to 0.5774. This is tangent 30, but we have a negative here. I put a negative here. Okay, so how about sine 150? Same thing, sine 150. I just write sine 30, and here I don't have to add a negative because the second quadrant is positive for sine, right? Okay, I think I'll write the answer over here. Okay, sine 30, you just press the calculator, you get 0.5. Okay, so how about this one? Cosine 150. Cosine 150, same thing, we write the reference angle first. Is equal to cosine 30 degree, but second quadrant only sine positive, cosine will be negative. Add a negative over here. Okay, then you just press the calculator, you get negative 0.8660. Okay, I hope that you know how to press the calculator. You can do it this way. Cosine 30, right? Just press the cosine here and 30. Okay, you can cross the bracket if you don't want to press it. It's okay. Press equal. You get this one. If you want to change become this form, you just press this button, then you get this answer. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Tangent, sine, and cosine 240. 240 is more than 180, more than 180, less than 270, right? So the angle is somewhere around here. Okay, so the reference angle is here. This is a reference angle. Okay, so how to determine where's angle here? It's very easy. So from here to here, it's actually 180, right? So you just take 240 minus 180. You get 60 degrees. So we know that the reference angle here, this is actually 60 degrees. Okay, so again, A, S, T, C. So we know that only tangent will be positive. The rest here will be negative, right? So tangent 240 is actually equal to tangent 60 degree. We don't have to add a negative here because why? Tangent is positive in this quadrant. So just press the calculator, tangent 60, you will get square root of 3, or you can write your answer in this decimal 7321. Okay, so tangent 60, get this answer. If you don't want to write square root of 3, you press this button, change it become 1.732. Okay, 5 here, add 1 here, 7321. Okay, okay, now we go to the sine. Okay, is equal to sine 60, and in this quadrant sine is negative. Put a negative here, press the calculator, then you will get negative 0.5. Let me press again, correct not this side. So sine 60, oops, it's my mistake. It should be negative 0.8660. Okay, negative 0.8660. Okay, so now we go to cosine. In this quadrant, we know cosine is negative. Put a negative here, and the reference angle is 60 degrees. Okay, press the calculator. Cosine 60 degrees, you get 0.5, right? And put a negative over here. Okay, cosine 60, you get 1/2 or 0.5. Okay, so we go to the last one. Tangent 315, sine 315, cosine 315. First thing, we need to determine which angle, which quadrant this angle located. Okay, so 315 is more than 270, but less than 360, right? So the angle should end up in the fourth quadrant here. This is 315, and this will be the reference angle. So how to find this reference angle? 360 minus 315. Why 360? Whole turn, a full turn is 360. Okay, so we want to find this angle. We take 360 minus 315, then we will get this angle. Okay, just press the calculator, you will get 45 degrees. Okay, now we know that the reference angle is 45 degrees. So this is tangent 45 degrees. Okay, so again, A, S, T, C. In this quadrant, only cosine will be positive, right? So tangent we know negative. Press the calculator. Tangent 45 is equal to 1. So this is equal to negative 1. Okay, so this one, sine we know is negative. Add the negative here. Sine, reference angle 45 degree. Okay, press the calculator. Sine 45 degree, you will get 0.7071, right? Remember to put a negative. 0.7071. Okay, let me check correct not. Sine 45. 0.7071. Okay. So cosine. Okay, cosine is positive. You don't have to add any negative here. Cosine 45 degree. Okay, press the calculator. You'll still get the same thing, 0.7071. Cosine 45. Okay. Okay, so this is the way how we find the answers for tangent, sine, and cosine when you are giving the data here. So the first thing is very important. You need to know where is the locations of the data. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. And it's also very important. You need to know how to determine the reference angles of that angle. Okay, for this video, I think I just stop here first. So I will continue talking about this trigonometry in the next video. I hope you understand better after watching this video. If you feel that my video is helpful, share it with your friends. I will really appreciate it. Thanks for spending time to watch my video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.